Look.
Listen.
Taylor.
Welcome one, welcome all. You've reached another episode of Look, Listen, Cast. It's episode 178. We're talking about Horizons episode 121. What a good episode, but we'll discuss that later. This is a podcast about Pokemon and other things. The first segment of our week this week is, of course, also Geese, Peep, and Taylor are here. Say hello, Geese, Peep, and Taylor.
Hello.
The first segment of our week this week is, of course, Geese of the Week. What you been peeping? I'll start. You guys. Finally, I've got a chance to play the ZL DLC. ZA DLC. Mega Dimension. It's so good. It's
Is
so
it really?
much fun. I'm having the time of my life making because you make the donuts. You get like a time limit to like catch all these Pokemon, do this, find this, get this. And it's just so, and it's so challenging, Taylor. Because the second you start it, all the Pokemon are immediately boosted up levels. They're like 100, they're level 130 to level 120 and level 200. You're actually, your full team level 100, everybody EV trained, and it's still like a big challenge to fight the bosses.
This is so funny because it has the energy of a kid trying to tell a story to a parent after school and being too excited. So you're like, and there's a time limit and a donut and everybody's EV trained at 100. And I have no idea what's going on.
It's just so good. And I said this before, and I'm going to have to keep reiterating myself. The only complaints you hear about this DLC are that it is too grindy. That's good. I paid $30 for this. I would like to have more video game. I would like more time to play Pokemon. These people are only complaining because every single one of them that are complaining are out there making giant guides. So they're trying to beat it as fast as possible so they can have all the coverage up for their coverage. And they're saying that like it's a bad thing. It's like complaining about Red Dead Redemption 2, even though you're supposed to like, really spend dozens of hours.
Do you think it respects your time? By the way, I'm calling it. That's going to be the new review meta, is reviewers saying respects your time.
Oh, they still do that. Or that's already a big thing. I think it because I have fun every time I jump into Mega Dimension Portal and eat a donut and play around in there. I have fun every time. So I would say, yeah, it respects my time.
Guys.
Does it introduce new biomes? Sorry, Geese.
Geese, Peep, you were saying?
I just gonna say, I just realized what shirt I was wearing.
Yeah.
I got it at the Air and Space Museum. It's
a Mars rover. It's good. It's sick.
That's
Taylor,
a sick shirt.
I mentioned to this before offline. I just need to make a big public statement. This is an official attack upon Retro Studios. If I could use a swear word, I would. But let's just say I'm unhappy with you, Retro Studios.
Fighting words.
Yes.
Previous 10 out of 10 Metroid Prime 4 is so great. Don't listen to the haters. Go on.
I mean, if you don't care about 100% completion, it is great. But why as the kids say, why in the big 2025 do you have 38 missable scans? And I know, Taylor, that I have two big things I need to say. I almost forgot. How I know I scanned that stupid first Space Pirate, and yet I don't have it in my scan log. So now I need to restart the game just so I can get 100% scans. Very frustrating. I'm sure the game's great, but don't have missable trophies, don't have missable scans in 2025. And number two, Taylor, I have such heartbreaking news. I have zero recollection of doing this, but apparently I accidentally released one of my team members in ZA. I have no idea when it happened.
What?
That's one good thing. Well, I'm about to explain my theories because I told Geese Peep maybe somebody broke into my apartment and turned on the switch and traded away my Excadrill. Maybe.
I would laugh so hard if it was maintenance.
Yeah, probably. They need an Excadrill, level 100 Excadrill. There is a backup save feature where if you make a goof, you can press a button combination on the title screen and use a backup save, which people are using now just as a manual save to counteract the auto save you can't turn off. I don't know how the only possibility I can think of is he was somehow put in the wrong box, and they make it so much easier and faster in this game to mass release Pokemon. You just press two little buttons and it's super quick. But I just don't see myself selecting a level 100 Excadrill and just releasing him. So I'm pretty devastated. But if there had to be any Pokemon to accidentally release, I guess Excadrill would be the best one because now he can live with his family And I mean, he was only a temporary team member until I got Zygarde, but it's still very sad.
Wow.
I just wish Zygarde could be in ultimate mega hammer cannon mode the whole time.
No, just for a little bit. Just for a little bit.
So it's a crying shame.
And another thing I have to say about ZA, especially this DLC, the script and the localization is so funny. There's been about 3 times in this DLC I did audible big laugh. And I went, these guys should work on the scripts for the anime. This is hysterical. Like,
Maybe
they're so
they did.
funny.
Maybe it was Tatsu.
Yeah, Tatsugiri.
Namikara.
Yeah, there's completely different teams. They probably live in different places.
No.
Yeah, okay.
They both live in Pokemon building.
Anyway, it's still lots of fun. I can catch another Excadrill. Well, see, the worst part about it, guys, is I wasn't thinking much of Excadrill. I didn't like his Mega the first time I saw it, but then I grew to love my boy, and I grew to love his goofy Mega with the 15-foot drill on his face.
Well, I mean, if you love something, let it go. That's
Apparently,
intentionally or otherwise,
because I could just catch another Drillbur, Excadrill, and EV train him and make him perfect stats, but it's just not going to be the same. I know. So we're just going to stick with Zygarde. Whatever. Moving on. Stranger Things. I'm still watching that. Stranger Things is so weird, you guys, because
would you call it strange?
Strange.
Because there's scenes with some of the adults that are interesting and cool and fun and lots of sick moments. And then we'll just get a scene with the quote unquote kids. They're like, 18 to 20 now. 25. I don't know. And the acting's just terrible. And I think, wow, I really don't remember the acting being this bad in prior seasons.
I've said this over and over and over again. I started watching it, Welcome to Derry.
Derry, yeah.
And the exact same thing, I complain about this constantly. And it's a criticism that I really don't see levied in enough television shows with kids. Because everybody's like, hey, guess what, Hermione? You went to acting school. You're going to act like an adult. You have these kids that are having these performances that have weight and depth that you just don't have until you're older, or you're being guided by an adult during that performance. And the only member of the Stranger Things cast that acted like a kid was Lucas. Shouts out to my boy Lucas. It was just so frustrating to watch because you have all these kids who are like, and I just don't understand why I feel. And Lucas is like, man, I love rockets. And I'm like, yeah, Lucas, yeah.
Well, what stinks, Taylor, is he's the worst one now as an adult. He's by far, I mean, I guess that you could say it's something about the material, but here's the problem, Taylor. When they were kids, when these kids were children, they were able to be better actors because they were in the moment. They were believing in the words they were saying, and they were playing pretend they were being kids. And now
Everybody
that they're all adults,
saying friends don't lie.
And now they're all adults, and they're too cool for school, and they're going to their Hollywood parties, and they're afraid of what they look like. That's what's clogged. That's what's like before. That was their whole big life. Like they couldn't wait to get to set and like perform, and but now they're worried about their Hollywood parties and their Rolls Royces or whatever the heck, or the other movies they're doing. So what ends up happening is you get these scenes with these adults, and they suck. Their acting is so bad. Lucas specifically is terrible.
That's a shame.
And it's because I guess it's because of the script, but yeah, he's just like it's like he's too cool to be in the role. And it's
I did meet what's her name? Girl, the redheaded one.
Sadie Sink.
Yeah, Sadie. She was friends with my friend's roommate, and I got to meet her. She was very friendly.
Geese Peep,
wow.
It is now time for you to discuss what you've been peeping in today's episode of What You've Been Geesin' Peep of the Week with Geese Peep.
I'm
peeping in on Geese.
Thank
away,
you
Geese.
so much, guys.
Flock
Thank
away,
you.
Geese.
Reporting
Fly.
in.
Fly.
Actually,
let's do a reporter Geese Peep segment real quick before that.
I'm gonna be real, guys. I've just been really busy working. I haven't been doing much other than playing Astroneer.
Still, is this your longest tenure with the game?
No, okay. I played Astroneer a lot a couple years ago. It's just like
and the first word was no, right? Not yes.
Well, I guess
Taylor,
like
she has 5,000 hours in Splatoon, just so you're aware.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. But I also probably have 200, 300 hours in Astroneer at this point.
Wow.
I like collecting things. Right now, it's Christmas time, so they have a Christmas time event, and you just collect things. And Deadly Bird. That's just something to do, mindless. That's all I've been doing.
All right, Taylor, what did you peep of the week this week? Geese of the going-ons.
I managed to finish Ghost of Tsushima today. What?
I completely forgot to talk about Knives Out 3. Do you want me to talk about it after you're done? You want me to
go for it. Talk about Knives Out 3.
By the way, I forgot. I watched Knives Out 3, Wake Up Dead Man.
How was it?
Because I didn't realize that was Knives Out 3. I saw a poster for it, but I didn't realize it was new Knives Out. It was good. I
they're
enjoy
just
those movies.
Sneaking movies out. Kill Bill Whole Bloody Affair is out, apparently.
Yeah, I haven't had time for that because it's
like
4
what
hours.
On earth?
Because I go to work every single day because I'm going to be gone for a couple weeks for the holidays. So I'm working every single day.
And
literally,
Delibird.
Yeah, for Delibird. I work for Delibird. But there's no time to go see a 4-hour movie, Taylor, because I go to work every day. So how am I going to see a 4-hour movie?
So is it... I just got a bad Charlie horse on my hamstring.
Ooh, gotta drink some water.
Is it... I record with these two bad boys every time because I drink too much water. What is it? Is it just part 1 and part 2 together?
And extra scenes.
Satisfactory, like, sandbox.
Yeah, but there's extra scenes and there's an intermission. And we've been talking about the Whole Bloody Affair since about 2006. This is crazy. It's finally out. I can't believe it. But yeah, Knives Out 3 is fun. Good acting. It's funny how Rian Johnson, just for all of his movies, the entire cast is just the cast of the Avengers. Every one of them is just so full of Marvel actors. And you can tell they're having fun not being in a Marvel movie. They're having a lot of fun in these mystery movies.
I think about it so frequently, how much I just wish we just didn't have so many superhero movies.
They make too much money. Okay, Taylor, please continue. You were saying?
Yes, finished Ghost of Tsushima. I got the ending that gave me the white die, is all I'll say. And I did a lot of research on the 2 endings right before I made my choice. And boy, I'm glad I went with my choice, which was to, spoilers, honor the samurai code. Because I think the emotional moment after that is just so good. And that's really going to stick with me.
Maybe these people play it. It should be on your PlayStation Plus subscription.
It's for free. It's definitely free.
She's shaking her head for some reason.
It's a long game. And I was actually, given how much we've been talking about, due to me buying a Switch 2, I've been talking so much about trophies and thinking so much about trophies. And I was playing this game and I was like, I've done most of the tails. I need to finish Norio and a couple extras. But I've done so much collecting. Did all these challenges. By the way, play that game on hard because when you get the combat clicking, it is fantastic.
Oh my God, I could play it on hard. So I have the most overpowered build imaginable. Everything I do just gives me so much spirit. I could play that game on lethal. I'd be fine.
Lethal, I don't like very much. Like, it's okay.
After finishing both games, do you think Ghost of Yotei is a good sequel to that game, or what would you have done differently for a sequel for that game? It's
a good sequel. It's very rare to get a sequel like that these days because it is just the same kind of game. It's Tsushima to Yotei is kind of like Mega Man 3 to Mega Man 4 or Mega Man 2 to Mega Man 3. It's just another one of those guys. They didn't really change a ton. Most sequels these days want to change so many mechanics. It's just the same kind of game. So if you like Tsushima, you're going to love Yotei.
But the cool thing is there wasn't anything really broken with the exploration. It seems like to me, because I went from, like, I dropped off of Tsushima because there was just too much to do. And actually, I'm just not going to go for the platinum in Tsushima. It doesn't seem like it's going to be fun. I'm going to move on to cleaning up my backlog.
I'm surprised to hear you say that. I remember Tsushima Platinum being very easy.
Oh, God, there's so many. I have to collect like 30 more banners. I have to bow at all of the little signs where you have to bow. I have to complete all the tails, and there are 8 more Mongol forts I have to get through. And it's just going to be, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 hours that I just am not going to enjoy. And I'd rather go out on like a very good note. So I might play it a little bit more just to enjoy the armor shaders, but probably not going to do the platinum.
I don't think I'm going to platinum Ghost of Yotei.
It takes 5 minutes. Oh my God,
I haven't had any desire to go back to that game.
My God.
So that's one of the reasons that I always drop off of games is because I think, I know, like Metaphor, for instance, and Clair Obscur, I know as soon as those credits roll, I'm going to be like, okay, I'm done.
Unfortunately for you, Geese Peep, we're going to have to play when Legends comes out next year. because it's multiplayer and we have to play together.
Well,
so
I'll use my ADD to procrastinate until that very moment. Then I'll play.
It's okay. We'll just play Diablo 4.
we will, Taylor. I don't know how many times I have to repeat this because you keep harping on this. I keep telling you. We would be playing Diablo 4 right this second if the sale for the game didn't come out the day 15 video games in a row came out I all had to beat. Once I beat ZA DLC and once I beat Metroid Prime 4, we can Diablo 4 till we're blue in the face.
Okay,
And
so
I can be
like
a paladin.
March next year.
Yeah.
Can we though, for the new campaign, Taylor, listen to me. The new campaign that you haven't played before, can we all have new characters?
If it is new content and I don't have to do that same, oh my god, the problem with Diablo 4 is it's so brain dead. It is one of the most uninteresting stories I think I've ever played in a game.
No new campaign.
As long as it's good. I just can't bear to go through this nonsense dialogue with these dumb characters and all of these words. So, as far as Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yotei goes, I did see a lot of systems that were refined going into Yotei, and I like the character a lot more. I like, there were a few very central plot points and character points with Jin that I just felt very tacked on and forced, and I get the overarching themes of it, and the game is gorgeous. It's just wonderful. The side character is very interesting, but I don't see anybody as interesting as the main character of Yotei.
That's it.
Yeah. I also have finally made it into the sick. What's the good version of a jump scare? All right, Michael,
Jump scare can be good.
All I'm gonna say is for your travels from Lost. You remember?
For your travels,
Mr. Echo.
Mr. Echo. Everybody loves Mr.
When
Echo.
he gets that machete and he hands it to a character and he goes, here for your travels. It's so sick. Every time that guy's on screen, I'm losing my mind. He's such a sick character. So Lost is going really well. We're gonna make it through it as much as we can. Also started Welcome to Derry. Now, I'm a big It fan. Read the book, watched the original.
Tim Curry.
Yes, Tim Curry. What would you call that? TV series?
It was a limited series, a miniseries.
Okay, miniseries. Really like that. Tim Curry, oh boy, does he bring so much to every role he's in. It is completely ridiculous.
My favorite role with Tim Curry is his performance as the Rat King in Barbie animated The Nutcracker.
I liked him as Hexus in Fern Gully.
And he is best in Home Alone 2 as the man who
Butler
runs
Hamburgers.
Yep.
Because he's doing such a good job. He's just too good. He's too good an actor.
Remember that scene when he does that big smile when he realizes the credit card is stolen and then it fades into the Grinch smile? Oh,
it's
what a
so
classic.
good. It's so good. He's so good. He's too good. We don't deserve him.
I saw him on Broadway. He was in Spam-A-Lot. That was good.
So, Welcome to Derry is a weird show. It is not scary. The characters are not interesting. But there are stakes, which is nice.
Woo, Geese needs a steak.
A lot of the plot points are not, I don't know. A lot of it just doesn't, it feels more like X-Files than an It.
X-Files is good?
X-Files is very good, but you shouldn't be, like, they're just not capitalizing on a lot of things that make Derry so unique. Like the idea of corruption being so insidious and subtle. Instead of, like, the opening scene of it, I was just thinking, what are you doing? There's like this weird demon baby in a car, and I'm like, why? Why are you doing this? This is so not authentic to the IP. I'm going to finish it because it's only 8 episodes, and I know Pennywise makes some appearances, so I'm excited about that, but we'll see. TBD. To
be determined. Taylor, are we prepared for
I believe we are prepared for Poké-news of the week.
Taylor, you better get your Switch ready because I don't think you have these guys. And the next Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Terra Raid Battle event has been announced. It features the return of Walking Wake and Iron Leaves. Runs from December 19th through January 4th. So if you missed them last time, grab them now. If you already caught him, guess what, sucker? You can't catch him again. Also, big news for us, Taylor. The Pokemon Go Best Buddies Forever timed research is starting to roll out. That's available from December 15th through December 29th. So we can finally remote trade by being forever, buddy, best go, Betty forevers. Yes.
Does that independently interact with lucky trading, or how does that work?
Independently react with lucky trading.
Like, do you get a guaranteed lucky trade or becoming lucky friends? Is that different?
Oh, yeah, I think that's different. I just know you can remote trade when you're
sick.
But yeah, I actually think you have a way. If you're forever buddies, you definitely have like a higher lucky chance. I'm almost certain. And in the final piece of Poké-news this week, is this all Pokemon Go related? Huh. No, the first one was Scarlet Violet. The Pokemon Go New Year's 2026 event has been revealed. It runs December 31st through January 4th. I actually don't like these because it just your storage is just so full of hoots wearing top hats, and I just can't.
I do not like costume Pokemon at all. I do think it's good for the game because it does bring players out, and people really like that if they're game or if they're Go only players. But costumes don't do it for me at all.
I wish you could just get a hat and put it on any,
Yeah, it'd be fun.
It would be better if they gave your player avatar a costume.
Maybe one day. Okay. Geese Peep, please tell us what you thought of last week's episode, the episode with Penny and Dot, so I can give your score on the doc.
I actually really liked it, and I thought this was an actually not forced way to evolve a Pokemon, because they did a good job kind of hinting at his evolution, and it felt like he evolved at a time that had stakes.
Stakes.
I really liked it. I'm going to give it an 8 point.
8.
What did I give it?
You gave it an 8.3. I gave it a 9.4. It was a great episode. Everybody watch this. Honestly, spoilers for the future. Spoilers. Last week, great episode. This week,
spoilers
incredible
for
episode.
The past.
Spoilers for the future. Spoilers for the past. Taco Bell. Last week, this week, all great episodes. We're having we're on a run. We're on a hot streak of good episodes. It is now time to discuss an episode of Pokemon. Geese
It is
Peep.
now time to... Oh, I thought we were going to chime in. Like a round.
The time has come.
Geese Peep, can you please tell us one time what happened last time on Taylor? Taylor, please tell us what happened last time on Pokemon.
Taylor, can you tell me what happened last time?
In English.
Previously on Pokemon, Penny and Dot have a action movie / espionage film, getting a little more information on Exceed and Evolving Goldango.
Yes. And Geese Peep, can you please tell us this week's episode title, episode 121 in English?
The Catcher in the Sky.
Or in Japanese, Catcher in the Sky. They did it again. It's just the English words. I mean, pronounced correctly, it would be Catcher in the Sky. Catcher in the Sky. Also, Geese Peep, may I please have a one-sentence synopsis?
I thought you were going to say, may I please have this dance?
Houston, we have a problem.
Yep, that's right, guys. We're... Let me just... All right off the bat. There's a couple scenes in this episode. It's getting so high nines, everybody better just control themselves.
Really?
It's
interesting.
This is easily a 9.8, 9.9 territory.
Geese, how'd you feel about this episode?
Oh, my God.
It makes a lot of sense. It puts the other episodes in context because you can tell that they spent the most time on this episode and probably did this one first. And they were like, we need to have these Pokemon evolved by this episode. We already animated it.
Guys,
that would have been funny. The later scenes would have been hilarious if Crocolore was just using a really bad stomping tantrum.
Guys.
Yes?
Fritos is coming in hot from space. Sure hope you watched last week because we learned last week that Fritos is fine. He's on the way back. He's in space. Big deal. That's normal, right? And he's going to be there in 3 hours.
He forgot to tell the space station that, or the space center. So, Uwu, can you pick me up?
Yeah, Mission Control is unaware that
were y'all okay with that being written that way, or what did y'all think about?
Did he forgot to tell the space people that he's coming in?
How can he commandeer a return rocket and not till the space center?
Well, it's post scarcity. I mean, everybody's got rockets. It's
Geese,
fine.
I'm really surprised your preview for this episode wasn't Team Rocket.
Oh yeah, because
I thought that was gonna be what it was.
But yeah, here's the problem, guys. I don't have like a team ready to grab me, so I just need the Rising Bolt Tacklers and the Brave Olivine to go and meet me middle of the ocean. It's gonna be great, or wherever I'm gonna land, it's gonna be fine.
I wrote in my notes that Frito's like Taylor will be like, oh, I forgot to tell you guys, but I'm gonna be there and I need you to do this in 2 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours.
That's not a me thing. Is that a me thing? Fine.
No comment.
That's fine.
All the Pokemon are freaking out. We got Murdoch baking some cakes. We got Tatsugiri. Tatsugiri, let me just give you a warning. Anybody who's playing Pokemon ZA, you better bring a good donut to the Mega Tatsugiri Rogue Mega Evolution battle, because that's tough with a bad donut.
I just added the Tatsugiri keychain I got from Japan on my backpack.
He's a good Pokemon. I don't know what to tell you, Taylor.
Dragon type.
It's so true. Molly, by the way, you know Molly, guys, the doctor. She's got to give Fritos a checkup when he gets back, because he might have some space diseases. And there's a bit of a running theme in this episode with Oreos. Here's what I got to say about Oreos. I think out of everybody on the ship, she's the most excited to see Fritos, and she's getting a little bit teased about it.
Well,
TBH.
they've known each other the longest, other
Yes.
than Grandpa.
Of course, Ludlow. Yes.
Well, Oreos was number one.
Yeah, Oreo's number one. Double stuffed
Molly
Oreos.
Shannon was just there.
Yeah. What?
Right?
Huh?
Mm.
Liko, this is adorable. Liko is making a little Fritos plushie that's adorable and attaching it to a bunch of balloons that have pictures of the Rising Bolt Tacklers on them.
First of all, yes, that's adorable. One of the things that I was kind of trying to follow during this episode was everybody's relationship with Frito's disappearance. Because earlier on in this, actually it was last series.
Or several seasons ago, perhaps.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Fritos has been gone. Everybody had different degrees of acceptance of his disappearance, but then it just kind of disappeared. And it was like, okay, well, I guess we're just not going to talk about that anymore, and that's fine.
Yeah, there's
And
no time.
then
We gotta.
Then we get this. We get this big old transmission from him, and everybody just seems like, oh, yes, we're all aware that he is safe, and he's coming back at some point.
They've known he's safe. That happened in an episode a while ago. They know he's fine, he's safe, but he can't talk too much right now. Secret mission in space.
Right. It was just interesting to see the varied reactions from people.
Yes. Ult, hysterical in this scene, because as far as Ult is concerned, he says, well, yeah, Fritos may have been the leader, but he's been gone so long, he's got to go, bottom of the totem pole. Pretty much, me, Ult, I outrank Fritos at this point.
This sentiment from Ult, got a full point added to the episode for me, because him laying in Frito's ship saying that is very funny.
I loved the grin.
The Grinch?
Yeah, the Grinch. And Ult's voice actor.
I loved Sableye's big grin during this scene. He just had mouth open, no thoughts.
It was interesting when Ult was talking about, a spaceship. I'll bet it's going to be really sparkly. And Sableye got excited. I thought he was going to mention something about moon rocks, and Sableye was going to be excited.
He loves sparkles. Okay, here's something I realized. I don't think Roy oblivious to the fact that Ult is nervous around girls? Because Roy makes a big deal in this scene out of, are you sure you're not going to be nervous around Fritos? You're always nervous around strangers. It's not strangers in general. It's just girls that he's nervous around. And I guess Roy's never noticed that. Okay.
I mean, how old is Roy? 12? 13? 10?
He aged 1 year, and now he's captain of the ship, just piloting this incredible piece of technology. It's crazy. Okay. And no matter what the case is, Ult is excited about somebody coming from space. As a matter of fact, he wishes he could go to space. And it's time for a theme song. And as the theme song's playing, I'm just thinking, finally, an episode with the adults. We have all the adults.
I know.
They're talking the whole episode. We're going to have a wonderful time. We're back. And we open, very interestingly, with a Ludlow seminar using the same backdrop and the same music as the Frito seminars from many seasons ago. Must be confusing for the English speakers. They have no concept of a Frito seminar because they don't do that in English.
The weird thing to me was Ludlow getting screen time. I loved him saying "at long last" or whatever.
All right, kids, it's me, Ludlow, and I'm going to teach you today how rockets work, just like it's Space Center Houston. Everybody wants to go to space, mainly me and Alt, but... Ooh, guess what we're getting this footage from, Geese Peep?
The movies with the Mighty G, or...
His name in English, his stage name in English is Guy Silver.
Because his name in Japanese is Mighty G, referring, of course, to everybody's favorite teacher in Naruto, Might Guy, rival of Kakashi-sensei.
Right, Taylor, but there's a difference between Mighty G and...
Ludlow?
Ginzoro?
No, there's 3 names. Yes, Geese Peep, correct. Okay, now we're confusing the entire audience. There's 3 names. There's Ludlow, that's the man. Guy Silver, his stage name. Mighty G.
This character would have been so good for the espionage episode. Just all of these fake identities. Why didn't he go with Penny and Dot?
We're watching footage from an old Guy Silver movie when Ludlow was a movie star with his Sharpedo, and we got Feraligatr in this one. Very exciting. Everybody loves Feraligatr.
And everybody hates the Mega.
And here's what I say. His Mega's fine. Here's what I have to say about this movie, Taylor.
Yes.
The acting is so good in the movie they're watching. The acting in the fake movie in the cartoon is better than the acting in the show, which is so funny. Just the guy on the other line in the movie, just, oh my God.
It's even funnier because I was also thinking that. I was like, I know they're trying to like make it ham-fisted and sort of look like a James Bond movie, like a Moonraker. But it's hilarious and very emotive. And then we learn more about Dot than we have in at least 2 seasons, where she's like, I may want to watch this.
Yeah, it looks like a good movie. I want to watch.
Like, outside of that, her entire character is just like, oh, I'm an introvert. And now we know that she has artistic taste.
Okay. Ludlow is showing how little return capsules can safely return to Earth with some parachutes. It's very sick, and it's so easy to understand. Wow. Thanks a lot, Ludlow. Now we all understand how space travel works. Honestly, we could probably operate a rocket ourselves, honestly.
Is the end of the fake movie supposed to be a spoof on that movie with Tom Hanks in it?
The Green Mile?
No, the space one.
Apollo 13, the thing that actually happened?
Yes. What's the movie where the guy, he lands and he runs to his wife or something and they're crying?
Oh boy.
Castaway. But they didn't land in Apollo
Armageddon?
13.
Maybe.
When you say Tom Hanks, who are you picturing?
I don't know if it's Tom Hanks or Bruce Willis or something.
Yeah, Bruce Willis is from where they destroy the asteroid. Okay, Fritos does a group call, and it turns out there's trouble in the capsule, and my trajectory is off, and it's not working great, and the signal's going out. Okay, well, wow. This truly is Apollo 13, Geese Peep, because I don't know what we're going to do. I guess Ludlow better give another lesson on physics, probably, describing a ballistic mode. So, everything's going wrong in Frito's capsule. Let me do some calculations here. So he's not going to be here in 3 hours. He's going to be here in 20 minutes now because he's just fallen straight down to earth. Great. Cool. Yes. But, Taylor, Geese Peep, I've got it. We don't know where Fritos is. He's probably going to perish. But what if Dot could figure out, using Fritos text messages, his exact GPS coordinates? I think there's only one girlie brave enough to solve these calculations. That's right, it's Metagross.
I would love to know why they didn't track the GPS coordinates earlier, Fritos.
They couldn't.
To figure out where he was.
Geese, I think the theme of this episode is they all have ADD brain, and they needed the stress of his imminent landing and crashing to make them do anything.
No, they would have had his location just fine because they would just be receiving that data. But then everything went wrong in the capsule. That's why they need to come up with a new
I meant
idea.
why didn't they
ago.
track their GPS? Yeah, his message via GPS when he first got in contact with them.
ADD brain.
He did a little encrypted message or something. Now they can actually track it because he's closer.
It's
okay.
ADD brain, Geese.
Metagross now does the sickest calculation scene we've ever seen. Just purple beam shooting out of his eyes.
And there's Poké information of the week. Way more interesting than any seminar I've seen recently. Just about how Metagross is super smart.
Yeah, I mean, that's in his Pokedex info. We know that. Skeledirge, by the way, hysterical in this scene. Just taking up so much space in the room. Okay, great work, Metagross. We found out exactly where Fritos is going to fall. Well, we passed that a long time ago. Turn around, everybody. Turn this ship around. I need Oreos to put so much coal into Slugma's mouth if we're going to get back there in time. Music, by the way, I think this is the music they use a lot. It may even be from the game, but I'm getting such Crash Bandicoot vibes from this music right now. Boom, 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 boom. We passed by some Skiddo and a Go-Goat. And guys, I don't think we're going to make it. I don't think it is possible for us to make it to Frito's space capsule in time. So there's only one option. Liko?
Big red button.
Hit it, Liko. The infinite rising button.
I forgot that existed.
The trillions of dollars being spent for this transformation. And they've only used it, twice in the entire series?
Yeah, because it costs an entire country's GDP to run.
We got all the Power Rangers, all the Gundams, all the Evangelion units, just all combining into one giant Brave Olivine Great Salami.
All the animation budget.
Well, thank God. I'm sure they're just reusing that 3G model, the 5G LTE model that they made several years ago. Transform ship, and Roy shoots us into the skies. And then he immediately turns it off.
Yeah, I was like, what?
But I gotta say, Roy immediately turning off the hyper dangerous super speed mode is a good PSA because, as everybody knows, you shouldn't speed. It's way too dangerous, and people are like, oh, if I go 100 miles an hour, I'm gonna get to my destination immediately. No, because it works on percentages. Yeah, if you went from 30 miles an hour to 60 miles an hour, you get there twice as fast. But if you're going from 80 to 100, that's not that much big of a difference in percentage. You're going to save a couple seconds. Like, it's not a big deal. It's not
I think speeding and reckless driving are so silly, so dangerous.
And it, like I said, it's because they don't understand the math. They really say, oh, look how big that number is. I'm going to get there so quick. If they did the math, they'd know they're saving such little time. They're only going 20% faster than the speed limit. It's so stupid.
They should get their abacus out before they put their
yeah,
pedal to
they
the metal.
should.
Well, thank God. I said it before. I'll say it again. Thank God for Oreos. That girl, can you imagine how much coal she's shoveling when they go into hyper mode? Oh, infinite rising. Oh, no. Fritos calls again at this point after everybody's happy that they're going to reach him in time. Turns out there's another problem. There's another thing that's not working on the spaceship.
Which this is
what it is.
I think at this point, or it was around this point. No, it was exactly this point because they had just gotten out of hyperspace. And Fritos was like, oh yeah, there's another problem. I was thinking the pacing on this episode is disastrous.
No.
I was not a fan of them taking a full beat per issue. If they had taken brief little beats and then him escalating everything more and more rapidly, I think that would have been more watchable and more entertaining. Each thing is treated the exact same way.
I couldn't disagree with you more. Frito says, my God, the parachutes aren't working. And we then get the funniest scene in the entire series. Not this episode, the entire series.
Yeah.
When they're describing what's going to happen to Fritos because his parachutes aren't going to work. And we see the little Fritos plush that Liko made immediately fall down in one frame from the balloons.
It is very funny, yes.
That scene of the 120 frames per second Fritos plush falling, followed by the thumbnail faces of them freaking out, it catapulting the score of these.
I agree.
Good.
It was probably the best bit of the entire series.
Them just screaming out, Fritos is gonna die, as they look at the plush on the ground. It's time for a commercial break. And I'm thinking, wow, what a high nines episode. We're back from the commercial break. And guys, look.
Listen.
Taylor, we gotta figure out how to catch Fritos. Maybe, what if perhaps we could use Meowscarada as vines? Terrible idea, Liko.
So I actually really liked this scene quite a bit because we normally don't see people talking about the practical implementation of Pokemon moves to solve problems. It's normally, oh, let's just use our Pokemon, and it's a very broad thing. But this was, what if we use this attack from this Pokemon?
Mm-hmm.
We also get more of the animation budget with actual dynamic animation styles with like the kind of cute animation of them describing the various plans. That was nice.
The diagrams are adorable with the chibi art style. I love when they do that. Unfortunately, the idea is terrible. Sorry, Ult. Sorry, Roy. Dragonite and Kilowattrel are not going to be strong enough with their little wing flaps to stop the space shuttle.
Just think, when you're when I was watching this, I was thinking these ideas are coming from the person who's in charge of the red button and piloting the airship under the influence of the red button.
I'm sure it's good autopilot going. Now, here's what I'm going to say. Hot take, perhaps. I actually think Tinkaton could pull it off. I think she could hit that little capsule with her hammer and save the day, if we're being honest. I think she could.
I liked how Ult proposed using Alolan Muck, and I loved how scared Muck looked. Did you see that?
He was crying.
And then how that was the idea that everybody was like, no, that's too far.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's too ridiculous.
To be fair, he made Alolan Muck cry. But I'll tell you the funniest part about that scene, because Ult sprints over to Alolan Muck and Shuckle's sitting right next to him. So I thought for sure Ult was going to say, Shuckle, you gotta stop the capsule.
Shuckle could 100% tank a hit from a capsule.
Actually, yeah, I think he has the highest defense in the game. So.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just use a Pokemon that has teleport?
Don't be ridiculous.
They don't have any.
You're telling me
call up
there's
Chelsea.
No
Wait, are you saying teleport Xatu into the capsule and then teleport Fritos out? Yeah, you could do that, right?
Yeah.
I was really surprised they didn't get Mega Dragonite, because the whole time I was just thinking about Michael's giant leaderboard ascent with Dragonite using super speed or quick attack. What was it?
Extreme speed.
Thinking, okay, resistant to heat, flies super duper fast. And nobody was like, you know what? Oh, maybe we should use Dragonite.
I was surprised nobody mega evolved in this episode, because I thought, that could have helped for what they were trying to do earlier.
It's because we get a, spoiler alert, great mega reveal at the end of the episode.
It's the greatest mega of all time, first of all, Taylor. Oh, second of all, okay, we actually have an idea that maybe has some legs here. Here's what we're going to try and do. We're going to have Terapagos use Protect, and apparently, because I didn't know you could do this, but Hatteran can psychically move around Terapagos' Protect. So that could actually work, actually. So we're going to try that.
So really quickly, this interaction is incredibly interesting to me, and it plays on the themes from this season, which has been team battling and buddy synergy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the idea of moving that barrier is very, very, very good. Full point for that.
Yep. And after the barrier breaks, then we're just going to use all the Pokemon's attacks together in a big rainbow beam to slow it down. And I said to myself, too bad they don't have Shiny Rayquaza's phone number. They could just call him. I'm sure Rayquaza could just fly over there, grab the spaceship, and bring it safely down.
I mean, so could Dragonite. Yeah, 100%.
He can move mail. I don't think he can get a little...
If Superman can move a plane, Dragonite can move
Dragonite's not as strong as Superman.
Maybe.
Skeledirge didn't bumps into the force field for what appears to be no reason right now, but then they try to clumsily explain it later in the episode. It's not well written. It's silly and dumb, and it's a setup that doesn't work. Sorry. Oh my God, Taylor! In the sky, it's Fritos! And we get such a good shot of every single Rising Bolt Tackler Pokemon. Wow, just a sea of pokes. Also, in addition to me saying nobody's mega evolving, we should all be terastallized. Let's all just power up just a little bit, guys. Can we just all of us terastallize, please?
I thought that was what was going to happen, and then they realized, oh my gosh, the Pokemon that we need to all terastallize to get rid of the Laquium we already have them. Like, I thought this was going to be like a little sneak peek into that like, look at the power that could happen. So I was kind of surprised that didn't happen.
No, of course it would turn into a giant combined beam.
No, it'll probably happen later. But yeah, they're all doing their combined beam, and then, oh my God, the capsule slips off the combined beam and starts to plummet towards the ground. And now we already got the funniest moment in the entire series with Frito's plush falling. We now get the most dramatic moment in the entire series as it just goes into slow-mo. And we have everybody screaming. We got wild choral music. We got the flashback to Frito's falling the first time they lost him back when they were on, when they were in Laqua and everybody thought he was dying. And Captain Pikachu is just screaming. And he does a diving volt tackle off the Brave Olivine towards the space capsule, but he doesn't make it. Oh my God. By the way, I thought they were by the ground right now. They are so high up in the sky right now. And that makes this make more sense that, Frito's cannot survive if he falls from this height. He's got to be...
Where else would he have fallen from?
I just thought they were catching him...
Like he's coming from space.
No, but I'm saying I thought the Olivine was closer to the ground, and I thought the beam was slowing him down enough where when it fell, it would just kind of go bloop.
Oh, you're saying he's going to pick up speed again.
Yeah,
okay,
he's going to get terminal velocity. Okay, all the kids are at this point just screaming at a falling Captain Pikachu, you need to surpass your potential.
No Kilowattrel to be found.
Yeah, why didn't Kilowattrel come out? Okay, now we get something that really surprised me because I never thought about this and I didn't realize this is how this would work. But Pogogo-chan just by himself terastalizes Captain Pikachu into a flying Tera type. Okay.
I kind of want to pause on that because what?
So, canonically speaking, I don't know if this is ever... I mean, it is true. If you're a flying Tera... You kind of would be flying because ground type moves certainly can't hit you, and you have the balloons. I always pictured the balloons as more kind of an ornament, decorative,
aesthetic.
But no, they actually work. Captain Pikachu can fly now. Okay, all right. Sure.
So does that mean Pogogo-chan can change the Tera type or determine Tera type depending on what's needed?
You can always change your Tera type. You can go to the little cafe in Scarlet and Violet and eat a dish and change your Tera type. Now,
we've never seen in this series.
We've never seen Captain Pikachu terastalize, correct?
Right. I didn't even know he had it in it.
He could be flying Tera this entire time. Who's to say?
Okay. As long as we're not putting Pogogo-chan up there next to Arceus as far as like determining different qualities of Pokemon.
Well, no, Taylor, if anybody could do it, it's Terapagos. As we've discussed many times, Terapagos is the inventor of Tera types. So if anybody could do it, it'd be him. He can change somebody's Tera types. It's easy. You're literally using the shards to change a Tera type, and that's all him. That's all Pogogo-chan.
He would have the ability to give them that sandwich.
100%.
Yeah.
But I think it's a possibility Frito's made Cap flying because... That's the smartest Tera type you could give to an electric type. They're weak to ground. Give him flying Tera. Now it can't be hit by ground.
Plus, he's the only Pikachu that can do that flying thing with his tail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rising Volt Tackle.
So yeah, it all works. And isn't Charizard's Tera like Dark type? Yeah, so we already have precedent for Frito's giving his Pokemon different Tera types to maximize their effectiveness in battle. So that makes a lot of sense. Could be either one.
Who's to say?
Okay, so now that Captain Pikachu can fly, he just stops the capsule with his bare hands. Okay?
Now,
and Kilowattrel, you can help too.
We're going to go all the way back to Taylor talking about Dragonite, the gigantic, super fast flying dragon Pokemon. Could have done this. And everybody just called Alt an idiot.
Maybe when they made this episode, they didn't know if Dragonite would have been released by the Pokeball yet or not.
They could have.
They discussed him coming out. Okay.
They could have done it. Don't give them outs, Geese.
There's a real fight. Did you guys notice Captain Pikachu? So he can fly now, right? But he uses his tail as a little propeller to like a helicopter.
I like that. I like tails just about as much as I would have liked it if he had turned into Superman with his little arms outstretched.
Okay. There is a scene right here where Roy throws out Kilowattrel and says, help out, but then Roy grabs onto Kilowattrel's feet. I don't remember Kilowattrel doing anything for the rest of the episode, helping in any way.
I mean, that's the kind of theme of the show is let's not use Kilowattrel.
Okay, well, we get... Sure. Captain Pikachu lands the capsule on the force field, softly lands into the ground. Wonderful. Oreo's, like I said before, a little too excited to see Fritos.
I thought the voice acting was really good because you can like the desperation in her screaming Frito was like really, really good.
Correct. Her voice cracks as she runs over to him.
All of the voice acting, like Pikachu's voice actor, everybody was just pulling heavy weight in this scene.
Captain Pikachu was wild in this scene.
And I was thinking, these voice actors must be so excited to get a serious scene.
Or to get a scene at all, Taylor. They've been working on this scene for 7 months. They haven't had a line. So Oreo just sprints over. There's all the smoke everywhere. You can't see anything. And she's just banging on his chest, saying how she's worried to death. And says, do you have any idea how you made me feel? And everybody's screaming, Fritos, we miss you so much. And the kids run over and they start to hug Fritos. And it's at this point they reveal that Oreo's actually has just been banging on the chest of a Mega Starmie instead of Fritos. I am a fan of this because they'd go for super serious into little comic relief because it's kid show and it worked well for me. I liked it.
I agree.
Now here's the thing about Mega Starmie, Geese Peep.
He's a professor apparently.
Well, here's the problem with Mega Starmie. They're appearing to look more human-like. A lot of the Pokedex entries are saying maybe they're here to supplant humanity. They may want to get rid of all of us and take over as the rulers of this world. Could be.
That's kind of sick.
We're not sure.
I wish they changed the design a little bit more.
No. It's so good. It's the goofiest Mega Evolution in the world. And when you play ZA, it's just Starmie, but Goofy running. It's the greatest. It's the greatest Mega Evolution thing. You gotta battle with Mega Starmie. And he stays Mega. There's literally a side quest in ZA where you're supposed to bring your Starmie to a big Starmie get together and you can have him Mega Starmie in this cutscene and it's great.
I would love to know more about this Starmie and its academic credentials.
Well, he's instructor. He taught Fritos everything he knows. How to get a sick haircut, how to pilot a spaceship, probably. Okay.
Love to know more about that.
Yeah, we'll probably next week.
100%.
What was that, Excuse me?
No, they're just going to glaze over it like they do everything interesting.
Yeah, head glazer. So at this point, no, that's what the kids say when they say somebody compliments like a property or something. Okay. At this point, Captain Pikachu, so excited to see Fritos, just volt tackles him into the chest, and he's just a crying Geese Peep. He's so happy to see Fritos. He's just saying Pika Pika.
I shed a real human tear.
Wow. I mean, Fritos was apologizing, saying I'm sorry to leave you alone, and Captain Pikachu was just so emotional, and we get a little scene of Fritos and Oreos talking, and she's, putting up her little barrier, her little wall, telling him to shut it. But here's the thing, guys. Everybody missed Fritos so much. And we get, God, I feel bad for English watchers. You're not getting good music. The Ludlow seminar doesn't make any sense. And the ending of this episode is so good in Japanese culture. Because in English, you can translate it. In English, the translation would be, I'm home, welcome back. That's something that is said textbookly, I guess, and sometimes in reality, but it's not that big of a deal. The concept of tadaima and okaeri nasai is so ingrained in that culture, and it is so meaningful. So when Frito says, Tadaima, I'm back home, and they say welcome back in Japanese,
it's like he's been at war.
Oh my God. It's the greatest ending you could ever do to an episode, and to be continued. So the episode's over. In English, this is probably going to be a 5. In Japanese, whoo, man, that's a good episode. Like, I do want to give it a 10, but I got to...
Can I do the Mega Evolution first, and then we discuss the episode?
Yes, Mega Starmie's so good. Geese Peep, can you please give us the Mega of the week with Mega Starmie this week?
This week, it's Mega Starmie. And for some reason, it looks like a human being. One theory even suggests that it changed to resemble people in an effort to communicate with humanity. And then I would say we get probably the best Mega Evolution animation we've ever gotten.
Oh.
Where it's Nidothing and Starmie on the beach, I guess doing like judo or something, and Starmie ends up blasting Nidothing off the screen, and then we get the smash victory and the Pokemon theme song. It's very funny.
It's good stuff. Taylor, I can't go lower than a 9.9. 9.8 if you put a gun to my head. But I'm not sure where I am, but it's between 9.8 and 10. It's got
What's
everything.
the real floor?
I'm laughing. I'm crying. I'm getting hype. I'm getting emotional. Sick. Mega Starmie. If you guys knew how sick Mega Starmie was and you played ZA, oh my God. Did you see Frito's haircut? And you're not going to give it a 10?
Actually, Geese, I want to hear your thoughts, because that's the first thing I wanted to text was, hey, Geese, how are we feeling about Fritos and his design?
So sick.
I don't like it.
I don't like it one bit.
He looks too similar to Roy's Blueberry Academy instructor.
Drayton?
It's not my favorite design for Fritos.
My God.
I liked his old hair way more.
Significantly more, yes. It went with his eyebrows better.
I was so hoping that he would step out and have a beard because he was in space.
No,
They're Japanese.
Geese.
These people, they don't grow beards.
Yeah, and he was in space for like a year. He's 17 years old, probably.
Yes, Geese people. What did you think of the episode, or a score?
Why was he in space?
I guess we'll learn later. Oh, he was. You have to go to space to learn about Laqua and how to stop it with Mega Starmie.
How do you get there?
Yep, the rocket ship. Remember, we watched the movie all about it.
The Team Rocket Ship? I was surprised they didn't have any Pokemon in space in the seminar outside of Sharpedo from that film. Like, I thought there would be more Pokemon involvement.
Did you just say cinema with an Australian accent and go cinema?
Cinema.
Geese Peep, how did you like the episode? What kind of scores are we giving it?
I was just so bamboozled watching it that I didn't really have thoughts on the episode.
That's very interesting that you would say that, because that was my issue with the episode too. And that's kind of what I was talking about at the commercial break point. I was like, what the heck?
It was like I was getting plummeted out of space. I just had no bearings on what was going on. I was like, what?
The pacing was very strange.
Odd. Very odd.
Pacing.
There were many good bits. The whole Frito thing, that was the funniest of the whole series.
Taylor, whatever score you give, you need to remember Ult laying in Frito's ship, saying how he's the senpai of Fritos now.
That's very good.
Oh, yeah.
You need to remember
funny.
that.
I'd say this is probably the funniest episode we've had.
There's big laughs. Geese Peep, please continue.
The only thing I could think of while watching was, wow, this makes a lot of sense. The previous episodes, obviously, they had to evolve these Pokemon because they made this episode first.
I don't know if that's true, but we'll go with that.
I feel like it has to be true. I feel like this episode is so disconnected from the previous episodes that there's no way that they didn't do this one first.
Who's to say?
Yeah.
But how do you like it, or do you have a score? I'm just going to give it a 9.9. I'd love to give it a 10, but
I'm going to give it a 9.
I'm probably never going to give an episode a 10, because if you do that, then it's a...
I'm sure I gave an episode a 10, didn't I?
Oh, yeah?
Probably that Tinkaton episode.
No.
What an episode that was.
Taylor! Oh. How are we feeling about this incredible episode? We got laughs. Frito plush fallen. We got Oreos. We got emotional. We got good acting. We got sick animation. We got cool stuff. We got flying. We're introducing new mechanics.
We got Mighty G. We got Dot saying I want to be into that.
We watched a Guy Silver movie.
I did like how goofy it was.
We got Metagross doing calculations at the speed of sound, like Sonic the Hedgehog.
There was so much to love about this episode.
Oh my God. I gotta give it a 10.2.
It honestly made me, other than it making me think about the other episodes, it also made me wish
think about yourself.
Watching this, I wish the rest of the episodes had this team make them, and that they had the time and the budget to be this good.
And every time we say that, let's not blame the whole team. I think the only people we should be looking at is the writer and maybe the storyboard artist and the director. Those three. The rest of the animators, maybe they're all great. I don't know. But you can look up. We should look it up. So we need to know that the guy we like, the person who is good at making episodes of Pokemon,
Toby Fox.
their name is Kureha Matsuzawa is the writer, and animation was directed by Toshinari Abe and Yasui Ono. Let's see if Kureha Matsuzawa did any of the other ones. He did all the flashback episodes in Kalos. Okay.
Huh.
Good stuff.
Interesting.
It lends to my idea that there's separate teams and they're doing it at different times.
Oh, there's no way there aren't separate teams. There's no way one unit is creating this ocean of quality disparity.
Yeah, it was directed by... Okay, hold on. Directed by Makoto Nakata. Let me see what else he did.
Thank goodness it wasn't directed by Makoto Shishio.
What?
That's a Rurouni Kenshin reference.
Okay, he did the... So yeah, these guys... So the guys that did the flashback series then went on to do this one episode. So that's the A team. That's the S. That's the triple S team. We've all said teams.
Geese, you can't pretend to be like the one dude who lives next to the military base who's saying they're experimenting on an alien asteroid and there's a conspiracy and nobody believes you, because the whole village is like, oh yes, they do that. So you can't be like, aha, I told you. We all agree with you. We've always agreed with you. You might have gotten that idea from us.
Okay, here's who we need to shout out. And you can tell because this episode has so many different animation styles, and it's kept interesting the whole time. We had the chibi art style and the 3D and everything. And we can all thank Daiki Tomiyasu. Shouts out to my favorite storyboarder, Daiki Tomiyasu. Geese Peep, in news that will in no way surprise you, Daiki Tomiyasu, the storyboard artist for this episode, is of course the director of the Sun and Moon anime.
I was going to say,
interesting.
This had Sun and Moon energy.
No wonder it's so good with all the different animation, because the guys that worked on the good anime were working on this one. That checks out.
I wish we were watching that one.
That could be a fun little season break episode, is us all watching y'all's favorite Sun and Moon episodes and me getting to see it for the first time. But who directed the Tinkaton episode?
Oh my God, Taylor, I just closed the doc.
Oh, okay. We don't have to. That's fine.
I'm scrolling. What's the name of the episode? Is it before the...
I think it's called, in English, it'll be called Tinka 10 out of 10.
I think it's Yuji Asada.
Must be kind of sick being named after like a style of cooking.
Did the Arceus Chronicles, Kimiko Ueno. Oh, Crayon Shinchan. Yeah. All right, what were we saying, guys? Back to the podcast.
We were talking about the quality of this episode.
It's a great episode. And Taylor's the only person who hasn't given a score to quite the entertaining product. All I got is they give you every emotion. God, I should have given this a 10. God.
Hee.
Too late. Can't change it.
I know.
It's locked in. It's locked in.
I know.
Locked in. Boy, this is a very good episode. Very funny. Acting is really good. I like that there's not a battle in it. Get Mighty G. The only thing wrong with it.
Oh my God.
What was that, Geese? Unmute your microphone and tell me.
I just realized there was no battle.
I also just realized there's no battle. No wonder you guys love it so much. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's not why we love it. That's why it's a good episode.
Oh my God.
Because they didn't just cram a battle into this for no reason. And the way that they were going about their Pokemon attacks as a way of problem solving makes me feel like that's a more realistic moment in the Pokemon universe. Because I feel like I would be like, Meowscarada, turn off that water hose all the time. Way more than I would be saying, use Trick Flower on that Pidgey.
I'm just picturing Meowscarada walking over to it and turning the
just really slowly.
Meowscarada.
Use a really big saunter.
Meowscarada, fetch me a Dr. Pepper from the refrigerator.
But it's such a... I think there was a lot of really cool stuff in here. They throw in that little tidbit about Metagross. You have all of the adults there. The fact that Roy is the one piloting everybody is hilarious.
Except for one point when Murdoch, the actual person who should be pilots while Roy can grab onto Kilowattrel's feet for a second and play around.
It
Other
could
than that-
also be the woman who designed and built it.
No.
That might be
A
somebody
woman
who could run it.
driving?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got to shovel the coal.
Yeah. She's got to go out of the mines. Taylor,
Yeah,
we need a
black
score. We
lung.
need a score because we haven't even.
Ooh, it's a good episode. The only problem, I kept having this weird sort of je ne sais quoi type thing where I was thinking, I don't know why I don't like it. But
I had
it's
the same thing, and also I don't think that's the correct use of je ne sais quoi.
je ne sais quoi is like something undefinable, no? It's
It
like
means,
what before what
well,
or something?
Yeah, how do you say?
Okay, well, yeah.
All right. Well,
But I also had the same thought. And I think it was just because I was so baffled at what was happening. And I think maybe it's because we're not used to such quality, but
Yeah.
also the pacing was a little odd.
Yeah, I hated the pacing. I
All
don't think the
I'm
pacing in
hearing-
this episode is good.
greatest pacing though to me. All I'm hearing is that you have Stockholm syndrome for bad episodes. So what are we writing here? 10? A 9.8? What are we doing?
Well, we can't.
Let's increase my rating to 9.3.
9.3. That's
And I'm
more
gonna say that given that, oh boy, going over it, I'm gonna say this is a 9.5 for me.
Yeah, it's a great
This
episode.
is a very, very, very good episode. Second best one that I can remember.
Outside of Tinkertown. Yep.
Very weird pacing. It's also possible that my pneumonia brain
Yeah,
is
it's probably
setting in.
pneumonia. Yeah, you probably
I
lost
think-
some time in the middle of the episode.
I think I would have to watch it again to
Yeah.
fully appreciate it.
And the fact that I
I-
think we could, or at least I could say I would watch it again is saying something.
That it does say something. Here's what we're gonna do. If we're ever in a point in the future where we need an extra episode and we're caught up, I'd like to watch this in English to see how bad it is. Okay. We love the episode. Let's move on to the wrap up. Geese Peep, take it away.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. You can find us at Look, Listen, Cast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. Please like and comment so more people can find us. Thank you to Keith for our artwork. You can find him at twitch.tv/KeithSquared.
Shouts out Professor Ticklebits for the website and the
Boilerplate.
That's twitch.tv/prof_ticklebits. Please recommend this to your friends, families, nephews, nieces, neighbors, and estranged ex-lovers. Please send questions or comments to looklistencast@gmail.com. Doesn't have to be a question. It could just be a statement. We can discuss whatever you have to say.
Please open your phone to this recording and walk it over to your neighbor.
Yeah. Okay, everybody's gonna say goodbye 5 times. It's gonna be great. Mainly, Geese Peep gonna say goodbye 5 times. Taylor gonna say it once or twice. I'll say it once, probably.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Geese Peep 5 times.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Perfect. All right.
Bye. Howdy, y'all. It's me, Geese Peep. Thank you for listening to the Geese Peep Productions podcast.
Geese Peep Enterprises, doing business as Peep Industries, together with its subsidiaries, is a diversified worldwide entertainment company with operations in media networks, talent management, parks and resorts, multimedia entertainment, and consumer products and interactive media. Geese Peep Enterprises is a Dow 30 company